Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy B Scott back with another video. And if this is your first time on my channel, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that post notification button. So today I'm bringing you a video, or actually behind the scenes footage of a 200K plus remodel project that I did back in 2001 that ended in December. So I basically wanted to do this video because I didn't get an opportunity back when I did the project to actually show the footage of the full project. Like, things were moving so fast, things were changing pretty much bi-weekly, and I had to stay on top of the project. Like I said, to date, that was like one of the biggest projects I did, right? Like, it was a $1 million property, couldn't even get that out. It was a $1 million property, and we did over 200K in remodels. Like, for instance, if I just think about the full project in general, I'm just going through it in my head right now, because that's basically what I'm going to be showing you guys, is the footage of all this stuff. Like mostly the demo, the framing, the reframing. We even did a few things outside, and I'll get to that. But yeah, just to start off with, like, so when you first walk into the house, there's a thing called a foyer. In some houses, like, it has like a little, not a hallway, but like an area where you first walk into the house. We raised the ceiling in the foyer 2 feet. In the living room area, we raised the ceiling 2 feet. In the kitchen, we actually got rid of a lowered, I guess you want to call it like a facade ceiling for some reason. Like back in the 70s, I don't know if that was like a dope design back then or something. So you can essentially say we raised that about a foot higher. And then the full rest of the house we gutted and remodeled as well. Like, we moved a big wall that separated the living room from the kitchen so that it was basically an open concept. We redid every bedroom. So it's a master bedroom. There's 2 boys' bedrooms. They had 2 kids, and then they had a kind of like an office space. You can make it into whatever you wanted to kind of room. And then there was a three bathroom. So there was a master bathroom, which was actually the smallest almost. It was like a master bathroom that didn't have a tub, so we redid that. We actually added a double vanity in there. We did a full walk-in shower. We did a tub, and we actually separated the toilet area from the rest of the bathroom. So the toilet had its own door, and you could be, 2 people can be in the bathroom comfortably at the same time. But and then just not basic, but we did the remodels on their kids' bathroom. We did it because they had it was a Jack and Jill where they had 2 different rooms, or I don't know if that's, no, is that called Jack? I don't know. Well, basically it had 2 doors to that bathroom. So we kept the 2 doors, just rearranged some things, and then we added a double vanity in that bathroom as well. And then for the 3rd bathroom, we just left it with a single vanity, a step-in tub, and yeah, that was pretty much it. For the master bedroom, that was one of the best parts of the project. So we actually turned I guess like a second dining room area into the master closet, but we also used part of that space to make a kind of like a hallway to go into the master bedroom. So you would walk in one door and make a left, and then walk kind of like past the master closet to get to the master bedroom. And it'll make sense as you see the video. I know it kind of doesn't make sense right now. That sounds like you're walking past 2 doors just to get into a master bedroom, but I promise you it's not like that. What else did we do? Oh, the living room, we did the fireplace over, resurfaced the fireplace. It was like an old, I feel like it was brick or whatever it was. I forgot myself now. I actually got the footage, but we did a smooth concrete finish on the fireplace, which I love smooth finish anything. Like, if you're talking about smooth stucco finish on a Spanish style house, if you're talking about smooth concrete, if you're talking about smooth finish for floors, I just love smooth. It looks classy, it looks clean, it's minimalist, which is my vibe. And yeah, it's just like, who doesn't like smooth finishes? Texture finishes is like, when you see texture finishes, it's usually either in a cheap build or it's in somebody's old house. Or everybody has that grandma or grandpa or uncle that has a house, and when you look on their ceiling, you basically see the popcorn ceiling instead of smooth stucco. Like, not smooth stucco, but smooth drywall. Like, this is smooth right here. So, and that's actually, I don't want to give you guys my build secrets, but that's not even level 5. Like, there's from 1 to 5 a level of smoothness or textures, and this looks like level 5, but that's because it's white, and I know how to get around that. My boy Juan put me on, you know what I'm saying? That's one of my contractors that I usually always work with. But anywho, yeah, so that was, where did I leave off at? We did the bathrooms, we did all the bedrooms. The master bedroom was really dope. We even did a little bit of work to the outdoor patio area. They had like this big awning over the patio area, and in the middle was kind of drooping. So we actually lifted that up, replaced a lot of the wood studs in there, reinforced the wood studs in there, and then they actually had textured ceiling on the awning. So it was like an old school ugly awning, and we did a wood wood stain, and we added recessed lighting, which I didn't get any footage of that, which kind of sucks. I think of the finished product. I have footage of the actual demo, but I didn't get any footage of the finished product. Because there's a few things, like I said, this project was supposed to be a 3-month project, and this is one of the funniest things that I learned when I started doing design and build and working and doing projects for other people, is that especially when it's a couple, a husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever it may be, the projects, I've had this happen multiple times. The projects usually start off with the guy telling letting the wife or the girlfriend kind of like control the design, and as long as she's happy, I'm happy kind of thing. And then somewhere throughout the project, it's kind of like they didn't really ever have a full grasp on how they wanted to design the project. So it's kind of like up in the air, and I'm helping here and there. And at some point, it just all goes out the window, and the wife or the girlfriend just wants everything that she could ever have imagined, and the dude is sitting back and like looking like, damn man, just help me out, get me in there. Like, I'm spending too much money. And that's what happened on this project, which, at the end of the day, it still came out to be a great project, but I just thought that was a really funny thing that I used to see. And I'm surprised actually how many people don't do any type of design research on what they like or what they want. How many people are confused when it comes to doing the builds. But anywho, I say all that to say that definitely helps me transition into my doing a full real estate investment for myself. Just knowing the build process and all the different things that entails, because again, I can know all my numbers, I can know how to purchase properties, but if I don't know how to remodel the properties, if I need to remodel them, if I don't know where to go get products, if I don't know how or what to look for when I'm even looking at a property, that's going to be very costly when it comes to the money. So anywho, like I said, I wanted to show you guys this project. Super happy about it. I still get like happy thoughts when I think about like how I handled that project and how it came out at the end of the day. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get straight into it. I'm not gonna ramble too much more. A few more things. I know there are definitely maybe not the most glamorous parts of it, but we actually did a full rewiring of the property as well. So all electrical panel, all the electrical outlets, plugs, switches, lights. We did full, and this is over, I think the house is 2,400 square feet. So we did that, and then we also did an AC unit for the property as well, because the house had like an old school AC unit, which I don't really know how it worked, but it was something like it was more of a furnace than it was an AC unit. But anywho, so we did that. We actually added a outlet for an electric vehicle. We did the garage over, just drywall and what did we do in the garage? The garage wasn't that much. We just did drywall over, and we actually removed a second water tank. I mean, a water heater. We actually changed the water heater on the house as well. We did a few things under the property as far as plumbing, because they had some old piping, and this is just one of those things I kind of like learned. You know, when it comes to doing projects like that. We had a few issues with the plumbing as far as the faucets not having enough water pressure. And so the clients thought that was something that we did. And so actually we found out that it was the filters. In California, on all the faucets, they put these filters when they sell it to you. Supposed to be restriction, I guess, or something like that. And so once we took those out, we showed them, like, look, once you take these out, the water flows more. And then also there's debris that comes from the old piping. So some of that stuff was in the pipe. So we cleaned that out and actually changed out about 50 feet of piping under the house. You know, cost free. We didn't even charge them for that. Because at the end of the day, you know, it makes more sense to do that and make sure that you have, you know, it did a lot more than what you're supposed to. That way the client feels a lot better, and then you can feel a lot better too, because you know you went above and beyond. I'm trying to think about what else I did or what else we did on this project. We didn't do anything on the exterior as far as like paint or anything, because they just wanted to get into the project or into the house, and it actually ended up taking us 5 months. So it was supposed to be 3 months, but it ended up being 5 months because there was just multiple changes over and over and over again. But like I said, for me being a real estate investor now, and even with this house I'm in right now, which is my Airbnb, I knew it was a difference. I knew how I wanted to design it, even with the interior decor. Like, it didn't take me a long time to interior decorate this house. It didn't take me a long time to remodel this house, because I knew design-wise that I wanted to go Spanish style. I wanted to mix bohemian and minimalist with a modern touch. That's what I wanted. So I knew exactly where to go. And I did months and months and months of studying just different designs and what people did. At the end of the day, the internet is so dope. Like, there's nothing that you can't learn, and there's nothing that you can't do these days, or you can't find on the internet. Like, Pinterest, amazing. I used to tell everybody that I had as a client, hit up Pinterest and just study stuff for days. There's another app called Houzz, Houzz. The houses on that app are like, if you're like that ultimate mogul millionaire, these houses on there are like, or most of them I should say, are like your playhouses. These are the houses that you just build because you wanted to build something. You had this in your mind a long time ago, and you were like, you know what? I got an extra few, you know, millions sitting around. So, or you might need tax breaks. That's another thing as a real estate investor I'm starting to learn. Not all your properties are going to be for investment. Some of them are going to be just for the depreciation of it. But yeah, Houzz, I like to tell people, go on there for design ideas and just exhaust your mind, because that's when you don't go into a project, I guess, like, confused on what you want. So you're trying to convey your message, but you don't know what you're trying to convey to the contractor. And then at the end of the project, you know, certain things didn't come out how you wanted them to, but it's because you didn't have a clear idea of what you wanted. So, you know, check that out if you guys, you know, don't know about that. Trying to think about any last few details on the project that we did. And best believe there are definitely a lot of, not a lot of issues, but there are issues on this project too. You know, I had issues with the contractors. The clients, like I said, not them, me now looking back, there are a few things I could have did, key things I could have did, and this honestly rolls over into even in real estate investing. There are a few key things I could have did, even above and beyond what I already did, you know, to make that process go a little faster, a little bit better. But at the end of the day, you know, I'll just leave it at that. At the end of the day, dealing with clients is always going to be different than dealing with yourself and knowing what you want. And like I said, that's why I stopped doing my Oasis Design and Build and just focused on 10 House LLC. But I'm not done with Oasis. I'm going to restart doing projects for other people, but it's going to be in a whole different light. I might start doing only closet remodels, because I feel like one of my homeboys, Pops, actually sent me this link, and I didn't realize how many people spend as much money as they do on closet remodels and only. So I might bring that back just for that purpose. And other few things, but I don't want to just let that cat out the bag yet. But anywho, again, it was a full remodel. So we did the kitchen, we did the living room, we did the dining room, we did all the bedrooms, we did all the bathrooms, we did AC unit, we did a brand new AC unit, we did brand new electrical, we did recessed lighting throughout the house, brand new interior doors, exterior doors. Big sliding door. The house, so when you walk into the house, from the front door to the living room area, you could basically look through to the backyard. So as soon as you walk into the front yard, front yard. As soon as you walk into the front door, you could see outside into their backyard, and they had this huge sliding door. So that was another big part of the project that I really was happy about, because I had been wanting to do one of those for a while too. I wish we could have went with like a dope bifolding door. If you don't know what that is, definitely look it up. Like if you're a property or if you have a flip or project that you're doing and you have a couple thousand laying around and you want to really, put your property on the map, bifolding doors by far. And it got to be black frame. It got to be black frame, and it has to be, what do they call it? Damn. I think it's called Easy Glide. Like you can basically push the door with one finger. Yeah, you definitely got to do that. And so yeah, that was like the last thing I forgot. So that big sliding door is one of the last things that we did as well. So anywho, I don't want to stop rambling about all the things that I love about building process, because like I said, I just wanted to show you guys the footage of this, because I didn't have a lot of time to show back when I did the project. And straight after that, it was like I just went straight into my, getting into building 10 house up this year and being able to purchase my first multifamily in another state, as I have a few properties here in California, including this one. So without further ado, I can't think of anything else that I want to share about the build right now. I'm definitely going to do kind of like maybe like a voiceover, or I'll just stop the video in between and just kind of like describe what's going on in the video. I think I'll do that better. I'm not good at voiceover yet. Even though I give very much respect to people that are, something about my brain and just sound like I need to actually just do it, like and not voice over while it's going. I think it's because it's too fast paced for my brain or something. I don't know. But anywho, y'all, I'm gonna get straight into it. Like I said, if this is your first time to my channel, or if it's not your first time to my channel, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that post notification button. I appreciate it. And yeah, let's get to it.
You should be trapping.
What you just saw was a full walkthrough of the house before we did anything. This was just me going to check things out. I think this was actually my first time actually even going to see the property. So like I said, entering the property, what you're looking at is the foyer area. Like I said, if you look at that ceiling, or if you can see that ceiling, we raised that up. Redid the floor over. That's another thing, we did the floor over in the whole house, of course. The master bedroom, when you saw me walk in there, that was the room that had the closet. As I was walking into the bathroom, it was a closet on both sides. So we took all that out, and like I said, we utilized both of those spaces. Made the bathroom bigger, made an enclosed toilet area, and then also made a walk-in shower, also with a step-in tub, which is yeah, just step into. I don't know what I was thinking too hard about. Damn, look at the gray hair going crazy. But anywho, and then like I said, the rest of the house was pretty straightforward. The kitchen, you can see how old and 70s it was. Like in one of the bathrooms, actually, they had like this James Bond style vanity where you could push the button on the wall, and the vanity would slowly lower down, and you could maybe hide like a little bit of party activities or whatever. Oh man, I like seeing what you see in old houses though, because low key is like, we think technology is like everything is just so new, but these people had, like I said, these people like this back in the 300 years ago, but back then they still had technology. Like I can definitely guarantee this house was built sometime in like the 60s or the 70s, and for them to have that type of technology even back then, it's just like mind blowing. So yeah, I'm gonna let the video keep on rolling, and then I'm gonna do the same thing after I show you guys a full video, or a full walkthrough while the demo was happening, and then while the brain freeze, while the reframing is happening, all the way up until where we get like the drywall up and some of the recessed lights. So, all right, guys, stay tuned.
Future be trapping.
Opening the kitchen concept right there. So we gotta put a beam across here, all the way across, and then same thing in the kitchen area as well. Okay, so explain that again, Juan. So if we hold on, so if you do that.
Everything open, this, no more that one. Okay, the faucet from the shower.
Okay, guys, so the original plan you guys were sent over is the tub was going along this wall, and then the shower was going along this wall. But my concern was the door opening up into the shower. So just a suggestion, what me and my Juan just came up with, if we angle the glass, and this would be like a door area for your shower and tub to all fit in one. So where Juan is standing at is where your tub would be at. And then we would put the faucet coming out of the floor. So show him, Juan, where the faucet. So the faucet would be that way right there, and it angles over into the tub. And I'll send you a picture of what that looks like. And then where he's walking now is all of your shower. This wall will be gone, and then your faucet could be over here somewhere in the ceiling or coming out of the wall, however you guys want it. So just to kind of like give you guys another option, let us know. But that's what we just came up with to actually give you guys, and to keep this and to bring this in a little bit, this whole wall just a little bit in, so that way your bedroom looks a little bit bigger. So yeah, so that will make that'll make your bedroom bigger and keep your bathroom bigger as well. All right, guys, so I'm back. So what you see now is the full demo, and we started to frame things. So essentially what we have to do is go in, tear a lot of things out that we need to basically change. So like I said, there was a second like smaller dining room area, so we had to tear all that out. There was like this old kind of like thick glass, and I'm pretty sure you've probably seen it if you've done any type of construction or seen any type of older house, where it's like this thick glass that you can't see through it, and it kind of looks like bifocals is my best way to explain it. It's really old school design. So we got to get rid of that and close that wall up so we can utilize that area as the master bedroom closet. What you see me doing in the living room area is we basically, like I said, we raised the ceiling up 2 feet. So that's a lot of that framing, and we had to put in 2 new beams. So one of the beams that we had to put was over the fire, went from one side of the wall over the fireplace all the way over to the kitchen area. And that beam, I want to say, was like 25 feet or maybe longer. And then we had another beam going across, which was when we took out the wall for the, we took out the wall that separated the kitchen from the dining room. That was also another beam that we had to put, support beam that we had to put there too. So that's what you're gonna see predominantly is like all the demo, all of the reframing, and we also started doing some of the electrical as well while the ceilings were open. Might as well do that and make it easier for the electricians. And then that's what you'll see all the way up to the point where you see the drywall start to be installed. So yeah, this part was honestly, I like demo. I like demo. That's one of the best things in the process to me, because again, you get to see what was done back in the past, and then you can apply that to what's done now and the coding that's required now for building. So, like I said, you'll see a little bit more of the framing work. You'll hear me in there talk to, or I was talking to the clients at that point about the master bathroom and how we could situate the space to get their tub and the walk-in shower in there, and see which one they want it to be bigger. Because again, you know, when you have a husband and a wife, usually you have to kind of like give both sides what they kind of like want. So, you know, if you have a walk-in shower, you at least want it to be big enough for 2 people. You don't want a walk-in shower that's going to be kind of like crampy and you're not going to really be able to enjoy it. So we got all that situated, and yeah, now we're going to move on to drywall, smooth coat stuff. Not smooth coat, but putting mud on the walls and smoothing that out. Also installing floors. We went with a really nice floor. I was really happy with the flooring for this project. And then we'll move on to I guess at the end of the video, you'll start to see the cabinetry and that other stuff, but stay tuned. All right, guys.
Future be trapping. Future be trapping.
Alright guys, so there you have it. That was pretty much the project from the conception of me doing the first walkthrough for and up until we did demo. We did framing, moved a lot of things around, lifted some ceilings up, also showed you the reframing. We did drywall, of course, the electrical, put in the AC system, and the flooring was a huge part of it. The flooring, like I said, you're doing flooring for a 2,400 square foot house. That's a big part of a project. So there are a few things that I left out, namely the back patio area. Like I said, we did change that up, but I didn't get after pictures because the project was moving so fast, and by the time we were at the end of it and doing our touch-ups and making sure that everything was done correctly, the moving trucks were already coming. So I had to quickly jump into action and even get the final photos and videos that I did get of the project. But overall, like I said, this project was really dope, and can't wait to show you guys the final product. All right, guys, here you go.